Welcome to HACCP Mentor Review. I'm Amanda Evans, and in this episode we discuss what should be documented in your cleaning schedule, control of maintenance tools, product claims, internal audit scope, along with all the news from the world of food recall, food poisoning and food safety fails. Let's kick the review off with cleaning schedules. Producing food in a clean premises and environment is the foundation of good manufacturing practices, and the best way to ensure that this happens is to make sure that you have a plan. This is where cleaning schedules come in. A cleaning schedule is a plan of how you're going to make sure that your food business is maintained in a clean and hygienic state. Having the cleaning schedule documented is even better, as it sets in concrete the business expectations around cleanliness and provides your food handlers with a clear direction on what needs to be done. The key elements that should be included in all cleaning schedules are what is going to be cleaned, as in what item, equipment, surface or object, the method of how something is going to be cleaned. This can be written in a standard operating procedure or work instruction and will include what chemicals, the concentration of those chemicals, and what equipment should be used to undertake the cleaning activity, the frequency or how often the cleaning is to occur, and finally, who is responsible for completing the cleaning activity. On to product claims. Everywhere I look in the supermarket, I'm bombarded with the food product advertising, but more so marketing related to product claims. Examples of food product claims in the context of food production includes things like low fat, low carb, high fibre, organic, halal, gluten-free, free range. I won't go on, but hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. Like anything, if your food business is making a product or nutritional claim, you need to be able to back up that claim. You need to have solid evidence and documentation to support what you are claiming. The first port of call would be to check with legislation relevant to your country that the claim can legally be made. The next step is to validate your claim with relevant testing. And the final step is to ensure that the product continues to meet the product or nutritional claim. This step is known as verification and should be included in your food safety HACCP plan verification schedule. Something a little different this week in our food recall wrap-up, with dog treats recalled in the USA for the presence of antibiotic residue. Listeria contamination is all over the food recall list again this week, with several different products implicated from different countries. Cheese tops the list, along with Sprouts, crab spread, and the continuing salmon recall, as I've previously reported. A few foreign matter recalls also this week relating to metal fragments in two separate products, bagels and fried chicken breasts. There was also plastic found in chicken nuggets. For more information on these and any undeclared allergen recalls, please visit www.foodproductrecalls.com. Whenever you conduct an internal audit within your food business, be very clear about the scope of that particular internal audit. The scope defines the parameters of the internal audit and supports what you reviewed and what you didn't review. All of the major GFSI standards require an internal audit to be completed on your systems and practices against their requirements. So if we take the example of, say, SQF, the internal audit scope would need to cover the entire standard. Your checklists or audit guides would then need to reflect this, a bit like an audit checklist that your external auditor would maybe use. If you are not able to complete the audit all at once, I suggest you narrow your scope to a particular section of the standard, for example, pest control, cleaning, allergen management, or HACCP, depending on what it is you need to review. As long as you cover the entire standard within the required time frame or frequency, it all should be good. Some interesting data out of the USA this week with the Centre for Disease Control and Prevention reporting on food poisoning. Food outbreak and illness data collated from 1998 to 2008 found that 46% of those illnesses notified came from produce, and more deaths, 277 of them, were attributed to the consumption of contaminated poultry. Of these poultry deaths, 63% were attributed to Listeria monocytogenes and 26% attributed to Salmonella. To see the full report, just check the CDC website, and I've also put a link in the transcript to this video. This week's action item is about maintenance tools. It is such a no-brainer, but I don't know how many times I've done an audit and found maintenance tools left on equipment. Make time this week to walk around your food production facility to see if there are any maintenance tools left on machinery. Don't forget that this also includes things like nuts and bolts and screws, all the things that can be a potential foreign matter in your product. That wraps it up for another edition. You can get a full transcription of this video on my website if you want to read this content, so just head over to www.haccpmentor.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Amanda Evans from HACCPmentor.com.